What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bio West 3 Raw TV. First, let's fix that fucking camera angle. Make that shit fucking square. Alright. So tonight, I want to make this very clear that this video is not to make fun of anybody. It's not to pick on anybody. It's not to fuck with anybody. But it's to point out something that, yeah, I mean, to me, it's pretty shocking. Okay? Maybe to you guys, would be like, I think, actually, I'm going to be honest with you. I think you guys are going to be pretty shocked at what you see in this video also. And what that is nowadays it seems like, and Jason Poston actually made this point the other day on his Instagram live, or I mean his Insta stories. He was saying that basically back in the day when people got involved in the gym life, meaning, you know, you were in the gym training and you were fucking competing or whatever the case may be, a lot of people just loved being in the gym. They had a passion for the diet information, they had a passion for the training, they had a passion for all of it. And the smartest thing was, I'll get involved in personal training because then I'll get to be in the gym. I'll get to help people reach their goals. Like it just made sense to try to do something you were passionate about. And you didn't really make a lot of money. I mean, there wasn't a lot of money floating around back in the day, personal training wise. You make like, you know, 20 bucks an hour, 25 bucks an hour, or whatever. I'm talking like way back when I started. And then what happened was this new kind of fad became like, you know, people hiring trainers. And they were like, yeah, I got a coach, I got a trainer. It was like a fad. And then you had like, you know, like you had a maid, you had a butler, you had a fucking, you know, somebody that fucking, a chef that cooks your food for you. You know, you have a personal trainer. Like, it meant you got like a status in life. So next thing you know, people hiring trainers fucking left and right. So then the next thing you know, the prices are starting to go up. The average trainer back when I started training made anywhere from 28 to 32,000, I believe the numbers were, to start. Now that's after tax and stuff. So it's not a whole lot to live on, right? Nowadays, you know, guys and girls both are getting anywhere from, you know, on the low end, I'd say like 35 bucks an hour, all the way up to, I've seen as high as like $500 an hour or more, depending on who this quality coach or trainer was, celebrity coach, stuff like that. So really quickly, people went, oh my God, I can make as much as a doctor. Like I can make 60 bucks an hour and not have to go to medical school. Sign me up. And next thing you know, they're flooding fucking Instagram. They're flooding Facebook. DM me for programs, fucking customized coaching. You don't even know how to fucking make yourself a program. You didn't even make your program. You hired a coach when you began. Like, you didn't even learn anything on your own, and you took what that fucking coach taught you, and you started selling programs based on that coach's program. Or some of them even steal the coach's program. They hire somebody, take their program, and then turn around and resell it to clients. I've seen that happen a bunch of times. But this time, that's not what it was. So I run across this interview. Again, this is not to make fun of anybody. I cut the heads out. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter. Because this is what is wrong with this whole training thing and why people are out there not knowing what the fuck is going on. So as these pictures flash up, I'm going to just talk about each picture as it comes up. So this first picture, all right, we're going to look at this woman. And this is the 10-week program that he's selling. 10 weeks worth of progress. 10. Not, if they said this is 3 days or 5 days worth of progress, I go, okay, let's see what happens after the second week. This is 10 weeks, so 2.5 months on his program. These are the results. So the first woman you see on the left-hand side, she's wearing a sports bra and a pair of like yoga pants. And the lighting is coming from the side, which is probably she's sitting next to a window or something like that, right? Or maybe like a floor-to-ceiling fucking sliding door like we have in the living room. The next picture, which is her 10 weeks later, notice the sports bra is a lot less material. It shows a lot more skin. Okay, so automatically you see a difference in it. I automatically see a difference in that when I look at it. I'm a trained judge too, by the way. This is what I've been doing for 3 years as an NPC judge. But throughout the years, I've had to pick apart myself and clients' physiques to know every little detail. Why does it look different? Where could we improve, etc., stuff like that. So at first I see that sports bra and I go, okay, if you're going to take progress pictures, it should be the same clothes. Okay, by changing the sports bra itself, automatically you change the way the picture looks. So even though you're not leaner, people go, oh, there is a difference. Oh my God, there's a difference. The difference is the sports bra, the upper body. If you look at her her right arm, so she's facing us, her right arm, we see it on the left side. There's zero difference in that fucking arm and delt, muscularity, anything, anywhere. There's no difference after 10 weeks. None. You go to her abdomen now. And first of all, she's literally twisted to the side a little bit in the second picture. It's a different, and she's holding the phone different. So you're trying to tell me the first picture you could figure out how to take the picture without holding the phone. The next one you had to hold the phone and do a selfie. That's bullshit. That's two pictures out of two different things you're trying to compare. Now she's wearing the little bikini bottoms, which again show more skin. So now it looks like, oh, there is a difference. Oh my God, look at the difference in her abdomen. Here's the deal. That lighting also is covering up you can actually see in that picture on the left, the cellulite on her stomach. You can see the little engravements. You don't see that on the right-hand side because the fucking lighting is completely different. It's from the front, not the side. From the front, it washes that out. There was no difference in this woman's physique in 10 weeks. But this is the ad that the guy is using to fucking sell his product. Sign up now, fucking 10-week programs. I'm like, for what? To not, I'm like, whatever. Next one is the same girl. Again, she's in the same little bikini and stuff. Same picture, but now let's throw a bicep pose. Why didn't you do the bicep pose in the first one? Why not just replicate the first one exactly? That's 10 weeks worth of progress. Now you can't even compare these two pictures. She's wearing something different, the lighting is different, and she's flexing one arm. It doesn't even compare to the previous one. This could be two different people. We wouldn't be able to fucking tell. So I'm looking at it going, this is some of the shadiest shit I've ever fucking seen. Now, this one, next one, the lady standing there with the white tank top in the yoga pants, whatever it is. I'm looking at this and I go, okay, the arms, I see no difference in whatsoever. Matter of fact, the first picture, I think there's a little more muscularity in the right arm. But anyways, no difference in this picture in 10 weeks except her breast size. Her breast size reduced. So you put a 10-week boob losing program together and you're advertising that, I'm like, she doesn't look any fucking different. She literally doesn't. Matter of fact, if you look at the first picture, the way her feet are closer together. She has the Under Armour socks on. And if you look at the next one, they're further apart. But if you look to where her knees are, there's actually more space in the previous one, in the first week when she started, and her feet are closer together. In the second one, her feet are further apart and there's less fucking space between them, which means her thighs are bigger in the second one. So her thighs get bigger, her boobs get smaller, and she has no muscularity in her upper body. In 10 weeks, guys, you too can get these results in 10 weeks if you try really hard. If you pay this person the money and again, I'm not trying to make fun. I'm laughing because I'm like, how the fuck, if I don't understand how the fuck this person could actually put these up and say, look at the fantastic results. Buy my program now. Get on my program now. I'm here to help you. And I'm like, the first one didn't change at all. This one lost her boobs and gained size in her thighs. That's the opposite of what women want to do. They want to lose weight in their thighs mostly and gain boob size. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I can't even believe this person calls himself a professional, but hey, whatever. The next one. Again, here's what we see. We see a woman with a pair of shorts on one, and it's completely different fucking, you can tell by the background it's a different room. So she's in a different room with different lighting. She takes the selfie with two hands. Next selfie is with one hand. You know what you took in the first one. Why not take that exact same picture in the same clothes in the same fucking place? Or at least if you can't make, let's say her fucking boyfriend threw out or whatever, but you're taking it in a different place. Hold it the same way with the same clothes on. Now what happens is she's trying to show her stomach. Now, it's two different things. She's obviously made no progress in the upper body because she's wearing the fucking long sleeve in the next picture, right? But now she wears the colored shorts, the boxer shorts, and pulls them down lower. Look where her belly button is. So now what happens? You see more skin. Oh my God, there's a difference. But she's not leaner. She's made an adjustment to her clothes. Now, my thing is, every one of these people have done something, in one picture and then different in the next. One outfit, then different. One pose holding the phone and different. Now, if that was, and that's happening in all of these pictures, I'm like, is this trainer telling them to take the pictures like this? Or are they doing this on their own? If they were doing this on their own and it was me, they sent me the picture and say, hey, can you go back, put the same clothes on, take a picture in the same exact way, holding the phone the same way, exactly the same time of day, same day of the week, all that stuff. When I send my program to my clients, their chickens require them to weigh in the same day, only weigh in once a week, the same day of the week, every time they check in, at the same time, after the same amount of meals, wearing the same clothes in the same place. That's what I require of them when they join my program. So you can literally put them side by side and see the difference from week to week physically with your eyes. Not this random bullshit that is open to interpretation because these people are not making progress. I mean, if this was literally, again, 24 hours progress, I'd go, okay, 3 days progress, maybe. Let's see what happens after week 2. This is progress for 2.5 months, 10 weeks, okay? Final one. This individual, this man, 10 weeks worth of progress. He still looks like the fucking before picture after 10 weeks. And I'm not making fun. I'm telling the truth. The truth hurts. If you don't want people to talk about these pictures, don't put them online. Don't advertise your fucking programs showing this shit that's easily picked apart by anyone with a trained eye. And most people that are looking at this now don't even have a trained eye. They're going to be able to see this. But this guy, it looks like he lost a little bit off his stomach. But if you look at the line where his oblique is, to me, honestly, when I'm looking at this, it doesn't look like fat loss. It looks like he pulled his stomach in. He's sucking his stomach in. Now, again, it could be the same place he's taking the picture in because the backgrounds are similar. But if you look at the color of the background, the coloring has changed. His skin is darker in the second picture. And so is the fucking wall. The wall's a different color, which means he adjusted the color in the next picture. The darker you are, the more muscular you look. That's why we put a tan on to compete. That's why we put a tan on to go do photo shoots and shit. So you change the color of the fucking skin, which again, I'm looking at like the chest. There's no muscularity in the chest that wasn't there before. There's no muscularity in the abdomen that wasn't there before. There's no muscularity in the shoulders, traps, nothing, anywhere. Except his stomach is a little flatter, which is being controlled by him pulling in his transversus, not his rectus abdominis. His transversus sucking it in to make it look like progress happened. Now, the final one is actually the guy who's doing the programs for the people. Now, I'm going to step back and say, here's the deal. You may not look like you fucking are God or a fucking demigod or whatever, but you might have your shit together and be able to produce a good physique for somebody. I agree with that. Here we have the opposite. He can't produce the physique for himself, nor can he produce it for the clients. And I'm like, how the fuck is anybody looking at this and going, oh my God, I totally gotta get with this guy. He's gonna fucking fix my life. I'm like, what? So I'm stepping back and going, this was just one thing that was brought to my attention. They were like, oh, I'm thinking about fucking checking out this program. And I was like, okay, cool. And I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck? And I picked these things apart to the person and said, look at this. And I just went on any other fucking coaches that had 12-week programs and they were like, wow, that person looks a lot different than the first picture. I'm like, yeah, because that's what happens in fucking 10 weeks. In 2.5 months, you can drastically change your body. If this is the best that this fucking person can do for these people, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to call myself a trainer if this is a trainer. I'm embarrassed to call myself a coach if this is a coach. I'm embarrassed to call myself a fucking guru if this is a guru. I don't want to be related to this shit in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I'm not making fun. I'm telling you guys the truth. I'm putting it out there because this is real. People out there decide, oh, I can be whatever I want on Instagram. They fucking build this whole facade and start putting up these bullshit pictures. And I'm like, I would have had more respect for this guy, honestly, if he had photoshopped the fucking pictures. If it was a lie, I wouldn't have known. I would have been like, okay, the fucking people get good results. But this fucking guy actually thinks that that is good results. That trainer thinks that that is good results. And these fucking people must too, because they're taking pictures and sending them to him. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't know how much the program costs. I don't know how much it costs to fucking hire him. I don't know. But what I do know is lack of knowledge, lack of wisdom, lack of fucking control over his own physique and his own eating habits. He's got a spare tire around his fucking stomach. Now, you don't have to be super shred man. But if you're walking over there with no real muscle mass, you don't really look fit. I mean, to me, the coach doesn't look like he actually works out. He looks like maybe he fucking doesn't eat a lot of shit. And I'm like, fuck, man, I don't know what to say. I'm just like, here's the deal. Even if you didn't train with weights, you should still be able to make better progress than what these people made. Even if you only trained with weights and didn't do cardio, you should still make better progress than these people did. Even if you didn't train with weights or do cardio and just dieted properly, you should still make better progress than these people did. Basic bottom line is anything you do, if you're a human being and you're alive, you should be able to get better progress than these people. Now, did they pay him a big amount for this? I don't fucking know. Did they wise the fuck up afterwards? I don't know. But this is not about them. This is not about him. This is not about me. This is about you. Because you guys don't know the bullshit scams that are going on out there that get brought to our attention day after day. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, no wonder why people get a bad taste in their mouth about personal trainers, online trainers, whatever the case may be, because this is the shit that's going on. Now, I'm just imagine this guy did do the photoshops, which I applaud him for not photoshopping or doing anything weird, but they changed the lighting, they changed the color of the skin, they changed the outfits, they changed the position they were standing in, they changed the position of the hands they used to take the photos, they changed the location sometimes, they changed a lot, so you might as well fucking Photoshop it, but you still didn't fucking make the whole thing that what you wanted to. You wanted to make it so that it looked different. Guess what? It looks different, but there's no progress. So do people see this and then go, fuck, like this is what I didn't make much progress. Fuck it, I'm out of here. I'm going to figure something else out. Or do people really look into this and buy into this shit in the self-delusion that this guy, you're doing great. You look awesome, so much better. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, do they buy into that and believe it? Do they walk around happy, making no progress? Because if they do, by all means, it's your fucking life. It's your reality. Rock it like your fucking socks are falling off. But if you're one of these people out there that you truly are not delusional, like this coach and these people, and you want to have results, and you're like, look, I want to look like fucking super ripped man by the beginning of summer because I want to have that one summer where I don't even have to worry about taking my shirt off. I don't have to worry about fucking anything. I just walk around in any tank top I want, any form-fitted shirt I want, any form-fitting dress I want, and not have to bat an eyelash or suck my gut in there or even think about how I look because I know I look at it. With knowing that comes confidence, With confidence, it rubs off on other people. People notice that shit. People respond to that shit. And next thing you know, that positive response you get back, you feel better. So it's enriching your life. So if you want to do something like that, I mean, hopefully you go, this is not the fucking guy. But if you're, I mean, no matter what it takes to get you happy in your life, that's fine. If it's working with this coach to get that, that's fine. But if it's not and you're looking for something, beware of these motherfuckers. Because these motherfuckers right here will take your money, get you no results, have you do these weird fucking pictures, and you don't know the difference. If I don't explain what was going on in those pictures, a lot of people watching this may not have known. They go, oh, there's a little bit of a difference. It's a color of a skin. It's a fucking different location. It's a lighting difference. It's many different things. It's different clothes. It's all these different things, but it's not a difference in the body fat level. It's not a difference in the muscularity. It's not a difference in their fucking fitness. So this is more about pointing that shit out to let you guys know. It's more educational than anything else. But again, I don't want to fucking make fun of anybody, which there's always a little bit of playful banter in there because let's face facts. If you do something so poorly and put it out there, people are going to take it and run with it. So I'm trying to be very polite about the little playfulness, but this is fuel to really fucking tear this guy up for a lot of people, and I wouldn't be too upset if people tore him up because maybe he needs a reality check, maybe they need a reality check, maybe other people need a reality check, maybe we need a reality check, maybe we're the ones that need to shut the fuck up and just let them live their lives, which is 100% pure, fucking pure individuality for them. Maybe that's what the whole thing is. Maybe I should shut the fuck up. Maybe I will. Maybe it sounds like a good idea, but also there's going to be a lot of people out there that fall for it, and this is for you guys, plain and simple. There's no other reason than that. So hopefully you guys understand this, again, is like a public service announcement and nothing more than that, but hopefully you guys have not getting swindled like this, and hopefully you guys, when you're looking for someone, you understand that this is not the fucking way to go, unless you want the delusion, which in that case, knock yourself out. BioStrengthTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. BioStrength.com is a blog, so knock yourself out, but not like this bicep, and we are out.